Leeds United 2, Manchester United 4.
Hang on, wait.
It was a bit scary.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, what?
Saying hi.
Oh, go on then.
You just started talking about the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask about it.
How are you? Good.
not a live
Man
video,
United
so
beat
you
Leeds.
can't
How are
come
you? That's the important thing, Steve. How are you
I'm
doing?
good, mate. I hate Leeds.
Yeah. It was a good win, that, wasn't it?
I said it on my review, mate. Throwback game.
Yeah.
It felt like the crowd turned up.
Yeah.
The players turned up. The weather turned up. Like it was
dirty and horrible.
Every combination of stuff that you wanted. There was smoke bombs in the crowd, which always adds to it. Do you know what? The guy that probably threw it on is probably getting a banning order, right? But the clubs and Sky and everyone, they'll all use the photos of it because it looks mega. It fucks me off, that.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, you like I said, it was a bit of a throwback. Jay was saying before, it was almost nice that we gave him a bit of hope because then you got to crush him again.
Oh, yeah.
2-0, back to 2-2. Leeds fans are loving it. Smash them back to 4-2. Just a good win, wasn't it? And one we deserved as well, I think.
Well, yeah, Rodrigo's was probably a fluke.
Yeah, come on.
I imagine. And it was shite defending for the second.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed. I was wounded, actually. Let's get the correct wording out. I was wounded when they scored the second. But you always have a chance with Leeds. They always give you a chance. Like, close up shop, play it out is not in the vocabulary.
Doesn't exist.
So I thought there'd be another chance. I didn't think we'd get another 2. I thought we could sneak another 1 and maybe hold on. Didn't think we'd get 2. So pleased with that. There was so many pleasing aspects of the performance, I thought. Despite having several individual players, I would say Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Lingard, Ronaldo, almost actively playing against us at times. So the other 7 put a shift in.
Yeah, and a few that needed it as well. I think McTominay, I mean, second half especially looked better. First half a bit shaky. Maguire's a big one.
Someone said it in the comments about McTominay. In these sorts of games, when you've got a big passion merchant in your team, sometimes that can get you over the line. Yeah. Not every game's won on technique. Not every game is won on metronomic, flawless passing. Sometimes you've got to lift someone. Sometimes you've got to slide in and
you've got to be this
someone.
close to a red card for 40 minutes. Like he's on a booking, he's fouled once, he's fouled again. And
he's still diving in.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you need a bit of that. Maguire's one, obviously, you've spoken a lot about him in the last few weeks, despite what people will accuse you of on Twitter. You have spoken.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. You have spoken about him. You've criticised him a lot. Not just did he have a decent performance, but scoring the goal from the corner. That's been a massive thing this season, hasn't it? Hopefully we can get another one before another 140. But seeing that was a little bit promising.
Yeah, honestly, I don't give a toss if Maguire scores from corners. That's not his job.
No.
I'm sure it's great for him.
Yeah.
And it's good for the club that we've finally actually scored from a corner. The annoying thing about Maguire is that he wins almost like 80% of his set-piece headers. That's one of the things he's very, very good at. The annoying thing is he's won so many attacking ones and done nothing with them, literally nothing with them. But it is nice for him to get a goal, and obviously it is nice for us to score a goal. I didn't think he was particularly great or poor today. I don't think Leeds played up against him. I think they sort of played around the centre of defence almost. They didn't really go up and maybe it's a good idea not to go directly to challenge Harry in the air, even though he doesn't actually win as many open play headers as you think. Varane wins a lot. He's actually quite ordinary for open play headers. It's set-piece headers.
Yeah,
He's otherworldly. A bit like Wan-Bissaka's like 1v1 slide tackle ability, where you go, it's a weird trait. But the rest of your performance is not great. I don't think it's anything worth writing home about. And it's a bit like Joe when he scored, I can forget who it was. I literally just asked all my lot in the comments and now I forgot again who he scored against. Who did he score against?
Last season?
No, for England.
Was it? I can't remember. It wasn't San Marino. It was someone else. Anyway,
Wasn't Andorra, was it? But it was someone of that ilk.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was even now. It's still really annoying me that. But he scores against them and then's like trying to put his fingers in his ears and all that lot. And you just think that's.
But in fairness, he didn't do that today.
For that. No, he didn't.
And then after the game, he did speak about and took responsibility for that stat about the 140 corners, which I think was good and a bit of a change compared to last time. Yeah. Bruno Fernandes, I think he's getting back to his best again. He's involved in everything again. That was the problem.
I heard what you and Jay said. I tuned in for your review where you mentioned the criticism of him when he doesn't score or assist. I mean, today he scored and he assisted, and the skill for the Elanga assist. Jesus Christ.
Good on it.
That's going to end up in like the title credits of Match of the Day or something like that probably. I don't know if it's not, it should. I thought, a bit like when you give McTominay a bit of credit for being a passion merchant, I think it almost backfires with Bruno at times. I think he's too passionate, and I think he's almost a little bit immature with it for a player of his quality. You'd almost like him to calm down a little bit, but maybe take that edge out of him a touch. I thought outside of his tracking back was good, and I missed that in mine. He does cover ground quickly. But for their second, I think it was, where he loses the ball, well, his basics were wrong. His fundamentals were wrong with that. You don't receive the ball square in that number 6 position. That's a heavy traffic area of the pitch. You've got to get side on. You've got to open your body up and
see what's coming.
See what's bleeding coming, because you've invited someone nailing you. This is United Leeds, right? You have invited someone clattering you from behind. Now, I don't think it was a foul, but I also think Bruno's allowed himself to get nailed there. If he takes one step to his side, opens his body up, he has a scan naturally anyway because of the way your body is, and he probably doesn't get clattered like that. Or he takes a touch into space past him, and that changes it fundamentally. And I think sometimes because he is so passionate, it can tunnel vision him sometimes. And I think he'd actually be better if he relaxed.
Yeah. There's a point after their second goal where
look how productive he can be.
Exactly. He gave one foul away straight away, could have got booked for it and didn't. And then they played the ball back in and he gave another one away straight, like 2 fouls in about 15 seconds, both late, both off the ball. And you just think, just calm down a little bit.
Yeah, just calm down a little bit, because like there's people going on about how often he loses the ball. I don't give a toss, really, in the grand scheme of things. Where does he lose the ball? Does he lose it like where he lost it today and gives us a goal away? Yeah. Now, I'm going to be on his case. Is he losing it in the opposite half, doing something similar to that? Well, he's also like the most productive player in the Premier League, isn't he?
Yeah,
in terms of chances created. Okay,
season.
so there has to be a little bit of give and take with that. You almost have to allow him a little bit more leeway. Like if Harry Maguire and David De Gea are losing the ball with that sort of frequency, we need to have a sit down, we need to show them a video, and we need to ask them if everything's all right at home, right? But when your creative outlet, the most creative outlet in the league, is doing that, that's a consequence of trying stuff. He has to be allowed to do
You can't be so good that you take loads of chances and they all come off.
No, that's just
footballers aren't capable of that. No,
it's never happened.
2 players I want to mention as well, Elanga and Sancho. Sancho's looking like a proper player now, isn't he? Like every game for United, he's up there as United's most dangerous or second most dangerous player.
It's like he's settled. I think he looked a little heavy at the start of the season, and he doesn't know more.
But weight-wise, you mean?
Yeah. But now he looks... I thought today would have suited him anyway, because Leeds, it's just a transitional game. It's going to be back and forward. There's going to be gaps open up all over the place. And it is almost like a Bundesliga game in terms of the space and the tempo. And I thought, he's going to feel right at home in this. And yeah, 2 assists, 1 spectacular, 1 the easiest assist bonus he's ever going to pick up, I'm sure. But on that as well, I mentioned this in my review, people really focus about what people do on the ball, but almost to highlight how important the off-the-ball work is. Fred made his goal. Now, Sancho gets the assist, but Fred made his goal by forcing himself to chase after the ball. He's give it and he's gone. And it's one of the most simple things in football. It's a phrase, it's a cliche almost, because you hear it that often, give it and go, pass and move. Well, the reason why that's so effective is it's hard to pick up. If you pass it to me and then burst somewhere, you're hard to pick up because you're not standing still. The easiest player in the world to mark someone standing still, because I can put my arm out and I know exactly where you are, and I can feel you move. When you start running, I've got to try and chase you.
And
now.
then also you have to make the decision: do you go with him? Do you get someone else to go with him? Does the person that needs to go with him already have a man? Like the amount of times, or not the amount of times because it hasn't happened, but the lack of occasions where our fullbacks have overlapped successfully this season, and then you see Fred doing it, you think, why isn't Luke Shaw doing that every game, or 5, 6, 7 times a game?
Pass and move, just literally a little really basic run around. Probably one of the first little drills that you might be able to do is just pass it and then go get on the other side of him to receive it. Sancho's controlled it and just gone, oh, yeah, there you go.
Knock.
Literally just knocked it to his side, and Fred's absolutely one-arrowed it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he smashed it, and there's no way he meant it. No. And it's absolally flown in. Keeper arguably could have done a little bit better with it.
You want to be able to touch
it's like right there, isn't it, almost? You could... That's probably savable. At the end of the day, it's flown in. He's got his goal bonus. Job's a good one. Well played. And actually, again, we're talking purely about what he's done, the end product of what he's done. But I thought he was a bundle of energy when he
Fred was good, wasn't he? He was good. And I think, like I said, Leeds specifically is one of those games where he's suited because they play with all the energy of a top team, but not quite the quality of a top team. And that's kind of what Fred is.
They're probably 60-70% championship players that are probably playing a little bit outside that ability. And they've got a little bit of quality in the team. I think Rafinha, Phillips, good players, probably top half Premier League players. Outside of those two, there's not a lot really that you would go, oh yeah, if Chelsea were in the market with, they're not looking at anyone probably in that team. And that's the problem, is that they've got a bit of a tune out of a fairly ordinary side.
Almost like Sheffield United did.
Yeah.
That similar thing of like, it's a style that's working, but if something falls down here, they might just be gone.
Yeah, we might get twatted.
Yeah. Elanga was good as well, wasn't he? Good that he hits in the head with the coin, scores the goal. Decent little cameo from him as well. And like you said, I think it was Ronaldo he came on for, or Lingard he came on for. Not so much out of Lingard today, was there?
No.
And Ronaldo's are not to focus on the negatives, but those two in particular.
You've got to grab your opportunities. Someone like Jesse especially, and I don't know if his head's just not in the game because he's thinking, it's time to go for me now. But when you look at what Elanga's done since being gifted an opportunity out of nowhere, because we didn't do any videos at the start of the season demanding Elanga a start. I think we might have mentioned how hench he looks because he went for it, didn't he, in the summer? But no one was sitting here demanding Elanga starts. Elanga's done this all off his own steam. Like, Ralph came in, he put an impressive training session. Ralph's gone, who's the kid? And he's gone, I think he played last season, maybe. He's one of the 23s. He's not gone on loan anywhere. And he's gone, oh, okay. And then 2 free training sessions that first week. Ralph's gone, I fucking like him.
Yeah.
Bosch is coming on every week now. And he's scoring goals. So that's what you call taking your chance. When you're given an opportunity, like Jesse was given a start today, I think everyone probably went, okay.
Yeah. Maybe something with Madrid in mind.
Possible.
We know Jesse's got that energy that Leeds struggle against sometimes. Like Dan James used to look good against Leeds, didn't he, for similar reasons.
Anyone that can play in space is going to love these games. And that's why I thought it suited Sancho. But yeah, you're thinking, okay, we'll see what this is about, but I'm not digging it initially. And then he was given an opportunity. And I think Ralph's picking people based on what they're doing. I don't think there's any reputation, Ronaldo aside, probably. I don't think there's any really reputational picks. I mean, even if it wasn't Ronaldo.
Who are you going to play?
Yeah. Cavani's watching the boxing, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll get back to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, and on Cavani as well, because I think we've piped off Cavani in a big way here, because I think we love what he brings.
So likeable
on the pitch. But he's been a dick. He's like, I'm not playing today. I'm going to the boxing though. I'll get you a program. Like, we have to call it out. If you don't want to be here, then don't fucking have him here. But like, if Ronaldo didn't play, literally you're down to like Ronaldo or not Charlie McNeil doing out today.
Yeah.
He's got school tomorrow.
Exactly. He's not playing particularly well at the minute, but who else are you going to play?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And that's a bit of a worry in all honesty, because I mean, I'm sure if Ronaldo gets injured, Cavani's just freed his diary up for us. So he'd be like, oh, what's that? Yeah, go on, I'll come to Madrid. Yeah, I like Madrid.
Yeah, obviously Madrid coming up on Wednesday. Do you think United will finish top 4 this season? Because every time I sort of go, nah, it's over, then Tottenham lose 3 in a row, or we beat Arsenal, or whatever. I know Tottenham beat City yesterday, which was fucking annoying for many reasons. But
I think literally every team behind us can overtake us with their games in hand, can't they?
Well, those 3 of them, I think, or 2 of them can.
I don't think West Ham can.
No, I think Tottenham and Arsenal can.
Yeah, but Wolves can. Okay. Although that game's currently going on, so by the time this comes out, that might have already ended, and we know it was. It was 1-1 at the time. But I think Wolves can, and Spurs can.
But again, though, these aren't teams that don't drop points.
No.
That's the thing. So yes, they can, but they have to win those games.
You look at Arsenal, I think Arsenal got 3 games in hand on us. You go, well, they're not getting 9 points, are they?
Yeah.
They might not get 7.
Yeah.
They might not get 6. So you don't know where to sort of start tallying them up. And ultimately, the points in the bag means more than the other games in hand does. Because you can't count games that you've not played just yet. I think we've got a chance. But I think the big question is like, let's have a count at the end of March once we've played. We've got City and Liverpool in March.
City, Liverpool and Spurs, which obviously that Spurs game is as
so
big as
are we
any
getting 9 points?
Probably not.
No,
and we've got Atletico to worry about the second leg as well. So it's almost like, do we want to rest for this? And so there's a big.
No, we don't. You just got to pick what you can pick. That's available every day, and in the condition it's in. I wouldn't try and preempt what you're going to have in the next week, because I guarantee you do that and you lose a fullback. Like, just right, here we are today. Who are we playing tomorrow? This is my team for tomorrow, and then on Friday I'll pick the team for Saturday, and then so on and so forth. I think that's the only way that you can do it in this period. And you've got to hope that we come through it without injuries, because I don't think we've got the squad that can pick up injuries. And you've got to hope that we can go and smash and grab Norwich give Liverpool a bit of a fright yesterday. Spurs obviously give City a bit of a fright. Picked up all 3 points against them. Yeah. But Spurs have been shit prior to this. None of them are infallible, but I will be fucking amazed if we get 9 points. Now, if we get 9 points, I think top 4's well on. Yeah. But I don't think we get 9 points.
No. Right, thank you very much. Good win today. Like I said, just a good game to watch, that one. Yeah. Just an enjoyable match that you go, you want to watch a good match? That was a good match. And obviously beating Leeds, always fantastic.
Yeah, fuck Leeds.
Yeah, fuck Leeds. Right, thank you very much for joining us. If you aren't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. Cheers, Steve, for joining us. Cheers for joining us at home. We'll see you in a bit.